If you want to win with money in 2020 and you want to have your dollars work harder for you this year, you want to stay tuned to this video because this is definitely for you since you want to save your coins. All right, what's up YouTube? My name is Nobu with Making Sense of Debt. I want to help you understand your finances, leverage debt, and live the best life that you can with your money. First things first, if you don't know how much you're spending each month and what is going towards what, you need to start off your year by doing that. So get a nice little spreadsheet, write it on paper. It doesn't matter where you do this, just understand where your money is going. So how much are you paying in rent or your mortgage? What is your car payment? How much are you spending on groceries? What's your grocery budget for the month? What's your gas budget for the month? How much are you paying for cable, Netflix, Hulu, whatever it is that you're subscribing to? Point is, make a detailed list of every single recurring bill that you have. Budget out how much you want to spend for entertainment, travel, clothes, all the miscellaneous stuff, and look at how much you have at the end of the month. Once you understand how much you have left over or how much you are overspending, then you can make a plan of action after that. Hopefully you have a surplus or cash flow, if you will, and you can use that towards your savings or towards paying down debt. If you are in the negative, then you need to find extra cash from somewhere to make sure you're at least coming up at zero. So whether you're renting or you have a mortgage, usually that payment is actually going to take up a good chunk of what you're paying every month. And so if you're trying to accelerate how well you do with money this year, the biggest and the fastest way you can actually impact your bottom line is by eliminating your housing cost. So does that mean you need to go live in your car and just drive around and live off your car? Absolutely not. That is not what I am encouraging at all. For most of us in America, we only use about a third of our house as opposed to the whole space. And so what that means is you have a way to potentially generate income from your living space if you're willing to be a little bit uncomfortable. And let's face the facts, if you really are serious about getting down and getting rid of debt or saving more or just being on top of your finances this year, then you need to be okay with getting uncomfortable, okay? So one thing that I've done in the past, and one thing I'm definitely going to do this year for sure, is I have actually Airbnb'd a part of my living space. So a few years ago, I lived in New York City. I had a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and I Airbnb'd that extra room. And the money that I made from Airbnbing the extra room actually covered my rent completely. And so what that meant for me is that I was able to take my whole paycheck and save the money that I would be paying for rent. And I was able to save up and actually buy a house. And so, again, let me repeat, right? If you have an extra room or you have a couch or something in your home, you are actually able to generate income just from that. If you are looking to buy a house, again, the principle is if you eliminate your housing costs, you have a lot more of your income that you can do whatever you want with. And so if you're looking to buy a space, buy a house that's either a 2-family, right? So it's 2 different living spaces in one lot. That way you can live in one side, you can rent out the other side, and hopefully that other side covers your mortgage. So I recently bought a house in Indianapolis. This is the second property that I have bought. This is the 4th door I own, as you will. So my house in New York has 3 different units. So I have 3 tenants over there. And this house is 1 single family. And so when I was looking into this house, I specifically was looking for a space where I would be able to bring in income because I know I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money on my living costs. It's silly, it doesn't make sense, and I want to win with money. And so this particular house is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. And so I am ramping up to rent out a room. Airbnb out a room, and I'll be happy to show you how that process goes, and I'll be sharing those numbers with you throughout the upcoming months. Again, the biggest way for you to win with your money in 2020 is to eliminate your housing cost. So get uncomfortable, Airbnb, get a roommate, buy a 2-family, and you will be very happy with your results at the end of the year. Please like this video if you enjoyed the content. Please subscribe. If you have any questions around how to start an Airbnb or how to look for 2 or 3 families in your area, please put a comment below and I'll be happy to answer those questions. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Deuces.